Hello everyone, this is Aniket and we talk about sports event management, and today's topic is about scouting right partners. In the last video, we discussed about negotiation and quotation. Before that, we also discussed about how we should plan, and we also covered Reiki of the venue before finalizing the location and dates. But in order to execute any event, like any other team, we need a team who will execute it. And in the last video, we also discussed about roles and responsibilities. So if you remember, in roles and responsibilities, there are three type of people. One are directors or officers. Second is managers. And third is execution team. Executives, managers, directors or officials. Now in directors, we had discussed that there are five type of major partners. One who handles media. Second who handles sales / marketing. Media. 3 we a director or event planner. 4th is admin, and 5th is operations. So the operations or the coordinator is the second most important person in the team. Director is the first person important in the team. Third is sales, because without sales we cannot do. Fourth is admin, and fifth is media. So in order to get these type of partners, we first need to understand the skill set which these people will require in them. So a media person should have a knowledge about photography, videography, editing of both photos and videos, script writing, direction, camera direction. Branding. He should have a conceptualization of branding, how the brand will look like. May it be logo, may it be content creation. So basically this person, and also he needs to have a management skills to handle the resource. So the person who is handling the media should be able to conceptualize that how the brand will look like, how the league will look like on the social media, on the YouTube, on the sponsorship front, on the brochure front, that whenever we will introduce ourselves to anybody into the whole business segment, then how the visualization of our image will look like, how the representation will look like in terms of representing the league, representing the event. So may it be B2B meetings, may it be B2C meetings, the representation is very important. Our sponsors will judge us on the basis of that. Our participants, the teams gonna judge us. Our all the viewers which are gonna watch the content are gonna judge us. So he needs to be visually appealing, the in direction wise, that how the team will plan, how the team will execute, how the campaign will look like under his direction. So this kind of person should have that kind of experience. He needs to know what is content creation. He needs to know how to build brand. He needs to know how to hire team. He needs to know how to hire team on the correct budget on a particular city. He needs to have that kind of contact. He also needs to have a good contacts relation with sponsors. Also he needs to know what the content will be consumed by the viewers, how they will enjoy the content. So he needs to have the 360 angle. He needs to know the branding concept also, that how the branding will look like, and also have the management to execute and resourcefully execute the whole event in the visual perspective. Now second type of personality will be a salesperson. Now what type of quality the sales or the marketing person should have? He needs to be good at communication, excellent at communication, excellent at pitching, excellent at closing. He need to know how to do anchoring. He need to know how to write his own script, that is pitch for pitching. He need to have a complete idea that how the brochure or how the presentation will look like. He needs to know internally coordinating for the resources which he will require, which will be helping them to market it. Coordination internally. He should be good at R&D, research and data, doing the survey, getting the budget of competitors, that or at what rate they are selling. He needs to do research and data and find the correct partners. Maybe he has to create a B2B channel in which he needs the local partners in each and every city. So that network he should be able to build, and he should be able to pitch them that let's become partner. He needs to know how to pitch the pitching deck for getting associates or getting a franchise in different cities. He needs to know objection handling. Suppose that he is making a team of call centers. He is making a team of data miners who will get the data, and there is another team to pitch. Now, whenever anybody is pitching, the client, the person who is our customer, if there is any objection, then he needs to address that and he needs to manage customer servicing. So if you are choosing a sales guy, he needs to have these all qualities. He needs to also good at making presentation himself. So in the internal coordination, he needs to get the team, get the work executing. Suppose he is going for XYZ meeting, so he needs to inform to his team, coordinate with his team that before I go to the meeting, I need the visiting card, I need the brochure, and he needs to get it designed well in advance, so that when he goes for the pitching, he is well equipped with everything. So these, and yes, one more important, he should be very flexible with traveling to any cities, any location. So he should have time for traveling also. So if these all skills are there, then you should go ahead to make him or her the partner of your sales team or sales head, so that your business can be executed on a top-notch level. Now the third type of person is director. Director, architect, or event planner. Whatever name you give, the work is the same. Now director is the person which you yourself have to become, because until and unless you are director, you cannot have your own company as a event management company who can execute anything. If you yourself don't have the skill, then you build the skill, because there is no other alternative. Director is the person who is the whole and soul of the event. So he is the mastermind. So he needs to be very excellent with the business part, the whole business projection. Management. He should be good at budgeting. He needs to be excellent about knowing what is the total turnover, what is the expense and what is the profit which we will be making, and how to do the hiring of the correct partners. Hiring, interview, or making offering partnership. Four, delegation of work. He needs to be very excellent of first hiring or offering for partnership or making people come work with him. So he should be he should have an excellent LinkedIn account so that he can talk to people, he can ask people to come join his project and recruit people. Once he does the recruitment, he should be very excellent at delegating the work to them. Timeline management. His work is to remind all the other 4 partners that what is their deadlines, and before deadline they need to finish their work. So first, after delegating them work, he should also tell them that this is your deadline, but this deadline, this much amount of work needs to be done. So he needs to divide the work into packets. So suppose in an event you want to complete the whole event in a perfect form. So what you will do, you will create a small packets of work and you will delegate to somebody and you will give them the deadline. Suppose this work will be done by Bhakti by the deadline of 10 days, and the work is to do data mining of 1000 contacts. Now Bhakti will, if he assigns the work, Bhakti will ask that I cannot do 1000 contacts by myself in 10 days. So the person who is the director, he also needs to provide the person who is the director into admin with the resources, that okay, you take 10 executives, you hire 10 employees and get the work done. So he should also be a resource provider. So now Bhakti says that I cannot do it by myself, I need XYZ more number of hands. Then he should get the finances arranged. He should be the investor financially and with also human resources or human potential resources. So he is the person who will say, okay, I'll assign more 50,000 budget, you get 10 more people, but get the things done in the deadline. Now, whenever he is assigning or spending more money, he also needs to check that his balance sheet is changing because of that. So he also needs to keep a track on, he should be a decision maker. He should know when to call off the event. He should know when to take it through. He should know by the end of the event how much profit we will be making or how much loss we will be making. He should be transparent also. So he needs to be very honest person to start off with. So these are the qualities which you look into an architect. Yeah, he should be very good at drafting. May it be legal or may it be proposal. Suppose anybody asks him that what type of draft, suppose anybody is asking for a proposal. Let's say a sponsor is asking for a proposal. So he should be very excellent at drafting the proposal. And if he doesn't have the skills of drafting or he doesn't know the terrain, he needs to be very good at R&D. So he doesn't know it. So now he does the research and he learns from different lawyers or different proposals which are there into the market. He studies that and create his own draft. So these are the qualities which a director, architect or event planner should have. He is the number one person of the company. He is the investor for the project. He is the person who is looking after everything. Now we will move to admin. Admin is more like a backbone of the organization. So what is the role of admin actually? Admin is more, if the whole project is a CPU, the whole CPU is a system of event, then admin is more like a RAM who knows everything in the real time basis. So a sharp memory is what is required in admin. Now why do you require sharp memory in admin is very important is the conversation of lot of conversation will happen not on a written agreement, not on mail, but on a verbal terms. So any commitment which is given to XYZ person needs to be reminded by an admin that this commitment we have done to this person, and this particular file I have saved in this document, this letter has been issued to this particular person. So all the communications which are happening from the official channels, all the storage of the data, may it be your login IDs, credentials of accounts, Gmail accounts, all the passwords are to be stored by admin. So he or she works like a storage keeper. So now he or she is also storing the information, and whenever this information is shared with any particular company, may it be agreement, MOU with any other company, she or he is keeping track of what is shared to who. And ideally this person should directly mail to the client, directly mail to the vendors, keep the track of the accounts, that how much commitment we are making for the payment, and also keep track of the receipts, that what is the quotation, make a separate folder for quotations, make a separate folder for data, how many players are registered on the website. Data management is very important, not just for website but also your business data. Then decision making on the second hand command. In case of lack of availability of the director, who is gonna take the decision of what needs to be done? Suppose director is not available and the event is ongoing. So in that case, it is ideal that admin pulls off the data, the decision. Fifth is budgeting. Sixth is accounts management. Banking, account, everything. Budgeting also she needs to be very careful with. Whenever anybody is asking for anything which is related to internal staff member, may it be hiring, may it be aligning of the interview, may it be scheduling the process, the execution of the internal process, internally how the execution should happen, should be initiated by he or she. So more like an HR skills. Internal source management, HR skills needs to be with he or she. So these are the skills which are expected from the admin. The major critical is the accounts, the budgeting, the finances, the transferring, keeping a track of all the transactions, all the data which is coming into the database, may it be into the video format, may it be into the contacts format. All the data which is coming from the media team also needs to be storage. If suppose media team is lacking with the hard disk, getting the orders placed, even any order which is placed internally, suppose you want to order let's say you want to order a tent, or let's say you want to order any equipment, ordering of the equipment, procurement of the equipment, let's say they want to order balls, ordering, procurement of the equipment, and also storage. So it is called purchase and storage. And storage. Complete logistic management. Internal booking of flights, hotels for when the internal core members are traveling anywhere, that also needs to be handled by the admin. Now the last role is operations. Operations. So this person is the hands and legs of the organization. So he should be very much mobile. That means he needs to be very okay with frequent traveling. He needs to be very okay with availability on phone, on text, on message. He is the person who works 360 days a year, and he has no option of not being available for any particular work. He needs to be excellent at negotiation. He needs to be excellent at Reiki, that is inspection. So he is the person who is outgoing. He can go to an unknown city, do the research work, excellent at the research, R&D. Before doing the research, okay, creating a small roadmap that how the plan will be executed, suggesting the proposal, offering to the director that which venue we should take, at what cost we got it last year, and what cost we should get it this year. Doing the bargaining, getting the mass deals on board, getting the procurement finalized at a particular budget. So let's say order is being placed by admin, but whether which all vendors we should talk to, finalizing the vendor management. Is what he should be good at. He needs to go get the quotations, coordinate, get more quotations, give more options to the organization, try to negotiate for a better budget, and he should be also good at the event day of technical skills of a particular event. In sports, we also require a technical knowledge of the event. So he or she needs to be technically very sound about the particular event. He should know the rules and regulation of the games. He should know that technically what all equipments are required. Because until and unless he is sharp, he will not be able to let the management team know that what is the most important thing to procure and what is not. He needs to very good at delegation of the work. He will have the labor team, he will have the teams which are participating for the event. He will also handle the crowd which is coming to watch the event. So he should be very good at delegating the labors, delegating the work. He needs to appoint people, he needs to let people know, coordinate that media team will stand where, which area is the marking of the area, that which is the area, creating the complete blueprint of the event. Blueprint of the event on the execution floor plan. So the floor plan is something which we expect from operations officer. He needs to check with our internal management who is working and what is the work and whether the work is happening or no, and he is the one who should take call on hiring and firing of the employees internally. If the person is not able to deliver X amount of work at X amount of time, then he should take a call where after director whether we can continue with this person or we cannot, because he is responsible for the setup, he is responsible for people to come in, he is responsible to make sure that the flow of the event is happening on prompt. So these are different roles and responsibilities which you have to look into the partners. If you are offering anybody partnership, then you can work into this manner. Let's suppose you are a director, what will be the ideal percentage split which you all can look for? So according to me, it should be 40, 15, 15, 15, 15 percentage, 15% to all the 4 people, 10 to 15% and 40% to the director. Because these are also the HODs, so they are the one. This person is getting extra 15% is because he is putting the whole cash. Let's say if he gets everybody on board for 10% each, then he will have 60%, and out of 60%, 10% is his profit. And if suppose he is getting investor on board, he can offer investor 50% stakes, and on 10% he himself and all the rest of the team can work. So that's a different proposal which he can agree on if he is not the person who's putting the money. But ideally the director is the person who puts the money, because it's a bootstrap model and director is the person who is taking the whole vision ahead. Once your top management or director officers are done, then only you can think about hiring managers and executives. Managers are those people who help directors or officers to share their workload. They also take some certain works. Let's say for operations guy, a person who is handling the venue will take some load from his shoulder. The person who is handling the food and accommodation or logistics of the guests or the teams will take certain shoulders, and these managers will coordinate furthermore to divide the work. In case of sales, it will be the data mining team which will share the 50% work, and it will be the cold calling team which will share the another 50% work, and the closure should be done by the sales manager. In terms of director, the sponsorship team should work differently and the drafting team should work differently. So he can have two different managers, a drafting manager and the sponsorship manager. And then for admin, it can be internal coordination of the management to be taken care separately, and accounts to be taken care separately. And in media, the person who is doing the content creation should be taken care separately, and the person who is doing the editing and posting should be taken care separately. So these are the different type of managers under different type of director. 5 director can have minimum 10 managers so that they can work efficiently, and under 10 managers there can be n number of executives who will do the execution of the project. Now the resources needs to be decided by the budget, and budget is something needs to be taken call by the director. So this is the entire structure which you need to think about before planning any event. Once you have these kind of right partners, then I think it's a good go ahead for the event. If you don't have these kind of partners, then do remember that workload will come on you, and then you will be responsible for the complete experience of the event. May it be with your sponsors, may it be with your viewers, may it be with your participants. If your participants, sponsors and viewers are not happy, you will not have a successful event, and if all three are happy, then you will have amazing event. Thanks a lot for giving your time, and we will wait for the next videos. And also do remember to come and support us with games.yuva.com, YUVHA, and you can also be a part of our community by organizing local events and then supporting us for the national and Asia level events. Thank you.